I don't remember if I'm in the way on this game or not. You might have to tell me if I am. But look, we got patch notes and stuff. It's finally time for the 1.0 update. Enjoy the 2 new classes and all the other new stuff. Thanks to all of you for being part of that journey. I streamed it once. That makes me part of this journey, right? New class mage and adventurer. A new class items for all existing classes. New outfit for all existing classes. Now has Steam achievements and trading cards. Status displaying character-wide buffs like healing, amplification, or damage resistance. Okay. Icons to weapon tooltips. Can now fixate, build into recipe tooltips. By double tapping Alt, so you can hover the items. They can fixate, build into recipe tooltips. Okay. I'm not quite sure what that means, but we'll probably figure it out. Pressing Alt when not hovering an item now shows which items affect which. Interesting. Pressing Alt when hovering an item now highlights items it could affect. That's pretty cool. And seems pretty helpful for somebody not used to the game. Having an item with an inventory-wide effect now shows an indicator on items it affects. Okay. Pressing Alt now highlights items it could affect. I see. It shows an indicator on items it affects currently, but Alt shows you all items it could affect. Improved crafting animation. Pressing Tab now opens the item library. Added damage and heal numbers on the items. Damage and heal numbers on the items. Option to turn off damage numbers and buff pop-ups. Undo redo can now be used on controller. Okay, I didn't know there was an undo button, but that's good to know. Added keybind for undo and redo, keyboard and controller. Expanded a pool of shopkeeper text. The shopkeeper says more things now. Amazing. The item library can now be grouped by class. Okay, lots of polish. And a bunch of balance changes that I won't really notice because I didn't play the game enough. But there you go. Close. A new ranking season has started. Your ranking last season? 48 with the Ranger. The end. I earned 50 bonus trophies. Thanks for playing the early access. Nice. Wait, those are used for customization, right? I didn't even play any of the other 3 classes on stream, or on this account at least. These the new ones? Her face is a bit derpy, I gotta say. To the multicolored hair. Yeah? Okay, so what's their deal? Someone tell me about them. Also, this bag has a mustache. The bag of giving adds 6 backpack slots. Yes, it is very large. Items of all classes are offered in the shops. Shop entered, spend all your money to generate random items. Wait. To generate random items. Okay, so It spends all your money on random things every time you go to a shop, so you have to sell them to actually buy stuff? I don't know about that one. Class item inside activates. Every time a class item inside of it activates, you gain 0.1 maximum stamina. You gain maximum stamina. Okay. And what's this broccoli? That's new. Every 6 seconds, gain 2 luck. If you have at least 5 luck, gain 2 regen instead. Okay. Interesting. Then we have, well, there's another bag as well. The sewing case. Twine bot. 70% chance to restock with another twine. Okay. What's twine? That's something that only exists when you have a sewing case? I don't know. Crafted items inside trigger 15% faster and have 15% chance to duplicate their bots, okay? That's fun. So it's really good with crafted items, huh? And she's got the scholar's bag. Also 6 slots. Start a battle, gain 5 mana at the start. Nice. Items inside have 30% chance to duplicate any mana of the gain. Okay, alright. And it starts with a blueberry. Why does it have this symbol of a backpack? Is that just, oh, that's showing the items that it affects, guys. Got it. It's showing the items that it currently affects. It's that new hover thing. It even works on this screen. 50% chance to protect mana from removal. Okay. Removal, I think, means when an enemy or when your opponent tries to get rid of it. Oh, jeez. That cat fur just went flying. It tried to get my tea. Just because I motioned with my hand. Cat fur went flying. That sounds like me, yeah. Sounds like my house. Now what's this? Magic for dummies, okay? 10% increased chance for books and spells to be on sale. What is that? Every 5 seconds, use 1 mana, and then gain 5 max health, plus 2 for each, starred spell. Crafted spells count twice. Crafted spells? So each spell that you surround this with, I don't know what spells are necessarily. I guess it must be this character's thing. Gives you max health. You spend mana, but you gain max health. Okay. And it makes books and spells on sale more often. Okay. Then the puzzle box. Okay. It's an unfolded die. We're used to those. Items inside trigger 20% slower. But after 5 seconds, they trigger 50% faster instead. Bag bot, 50% chance to restock with a puzzle bag. Puzzle bag. Puzzle bag and not a puzzle box. Hold on. What's a puzzle bag? Items. Search for puzzle bag. That's a puzzle bag? All of these are puzzle bags, I see. Puzzle badge? Has basically the same effect as the As the puzzle bag? Yeah, it does. Let me this one, the puzzle box. Same effect as that. There are other badges that are like that, right? Badges that give you the effect of a different class's starting bag. I guess that's what that is. Items inside heal 20% more. Start a battle, gain 7 max health. Items inside have 20% chance to duplicate buffs they gain. Items inside have 25% chance to duplicate debuffs they inflict. Refund 25% of the used buffs every time you use buffs with an item inside it, okay? So like when you use mana, this could refund 25% of the mana used. Okay? Puzzle bag of endurance, it's denim. It's a jeans bag. Effect durations of items inside are increased by 30%. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know why they're called puzzle bags, other than just that they have weird shapes that are probably hard to use. Sack of surprises is always just random, right? Replace this and random. Game started. When you start the game, replace this and random starting bag with random starting bags and items. Can't speak. Can't read. Can't speak. So I give you one of these two randomly and random items. Oh, by the way, what's this? These are both things that, yeah, but trigger slower and then faster. Wand of Equilibrium. Every 3 seconds, gain one of these 3 buffs, depending on what you have the least of. If you have at least 10 of each, use one, whatever you have the most of, to gain 1 Empower. Sure. So once you have 10 of each, then every 3 seconds it gives you 1 Empower. I don't think this thing on its own is gonna get you 10 of each, but if you can get 10 of each in other ways, that's probably pretty good. Let's try out the maid. Why not? Which one do we use? The scholar bag or the puzzle box? I'm gonna try out these spells. Give me spells. And we'll use a bunch of magic. We'll go magical girl style. And we'll do a ranked game. There are other game modes? Hold on, what other game modes even are there? You can join or host a lobby. How does that even work? You all have to, like, queue up simultaneously for that to work. It's interesting. Okay, we'll do a new ranked game. So, remember that we want mana if we can, and spells if we can. But, since there's none of those right now, and I see a couple things on sale, maybe I should be getting those, like this and this. Synergize. Look at that, it's got icons. Stamina cost has a sweating face icon. Well, holding Alt gives you the recipes, too. And also puts a star on this thing to show that that's one of the things it could affect. As well as on here. Yeah. I don't know about that butterfly sword. Also, what's with the money that it shows underneath the sword there. Shows money at the bottom right. What is that about? Well, we hover these and you see even more recipes. Insanity. The prismatic sword. See, so depending on what things are adjacent to it, you get attack speed, lifesteal, increased damage every hit, and 4 random debuffs on hit. Chance. A boomerang, but it's still got the sword handle, guys. Wait, twine, guys. Twine is a thing. Look at that. What's twine? When the starred item activates, 20% chance to gain max health. Chance is increased by 20% for each diamonded neutral item. Okay. So you can potentially kind of get infinite max health with the twine. What do you think, guys? Also, there's eyeballs on this chest now. I don't think it was there before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't like being poked. I get it. I'm gonna start with a pan. Can't stop me. Should we also start with with a wooden sword, though? That you could oh, you can. Yeah. Alright. And then we can get one more food. Throw it in there.
Oh.
And how about a rock? And then we re-roll. I don't think we care about this, do we? Oh, tab brings this up, that's right. It was alt. I don't think we are looking for any of those at the moment. But actually I forgot. It doesn't hurt anything to buy it if it's on sale, right? Doesn't hurt anything. Then we re-roll. Another magic for dummies. We're definitely gonna find those spells if we keep getting these magic for dummies books. But these books by themselves don't really do anything. They get us max health, I guess? That's about it. What was this one again? On hit, 70% chance to deal +1 damage. In the backpack, gain the random buff and inflict a random debuff every 3 seconds. That seems really good. Also, what does this do? On hit, 25% chance to gain a damage. Interesting. And then if you light the coal, it turns into 12% chance to deal +6 damage and gain 1 heat. It's quite different. And after 5 seconds, oh, just one time after 5 seconds, gain 2 heat and cleanse 3 debuffs. It's very different when it's lit. And I'm not sure if better. I probably want a bag, but I might just lock it because we don't need it now. What if I get another book? I sell a rock and we get this coal instead. but I don't know if I want the... I don't know if I want the torch. What does the lit torch do? Should we look that up real quick? Where is it? You think it'd be like next to the magic torch, or next to the burning coal, or next to the fire, or next to the totem? I do only care about things that I can get. How do I... I would like to, like, turn off the other classes. There's no way of doing that, huh? Group by class. But this is a neutral item. So it's gonna be over here. You thought you saw it near the top right? It's too late now. Okay, alright. Go back here. What? Turbo Shelly? You can set Shelly on fire now? Amazing. Is a torch far right? You might be talking about the burning sword, which is different. Alright. I'm done searching. I thought it would be easy. So I'm just gonna type it in. There it is. Okay, very similar stats, but instead of having 25% chance to gain a damage on hit, it has a 30% chance to gain a damage. And start a battle gives you 2 heat, which makes all items trigger 2% faster. Okay, so it's just empirically better than a torch. Is that still... Is it a good item, though? I'm not even positive I'll be able to light it. I think that this, on its own, is fine. This is currently doing 4 to 6 damage every 2.2 seconds. By the way, this is a high mana usage. I might just be like getting rid of that. I don't know. I think I'm not gonna combine them. Let's go. Just got a black pawn? What is this? Also, how did I wreck her so bad? She must be missing some items, cause like an easy mode for my ranking, right? It's gotta be. Capturing. Wait, what does capturing eliminated mean? What the heck? Doesn't appear that it does anything on its own. I don't know about these chess pieces. Got a wand of equilibrium. Should we be using it? What kind of things can it turn into? Okay. Can turn into a rainbow wand, prismatic wand. Every 7 seconds, gain one of every type of buff. Wow. And then if you have at least 20 of the base 3, that the base wand wanted, then use 5 of one of them, would it be at most up, to gain 5 in power, okay? So it's over twice as slow, but gains 1 of everything. And only works at twice the threshold. That gives you 5 times the value. It's pretty nice. I don't know. I feel like people have been saying it's really good. That's the one thing I do know about this thing. So I might just take it anyways, but I don't know exactly what it gets us. Gets us luck for accuracy. It gets us regeneration, which might be good. We could whetstone and sword to make a bigger sword. I mean a metal sword. What's this one? The hero shield. Start of battle, starred weapons deal +1 10% damage. On attacked, 30% with melee, 30% chance to prevent 10 damage and remove 0.4 stamina from the opponent. Yeah. Seems like just what this does, right? Just better? Just a better version? It's interesting. Alright, well let's grab this. I think this. Wait a minute, this can use this? Oh, because this can gain mana. This can duplicate mana that things gain. Got it. Thanks for telling me. So if this and this are in here, we can duplicate the mana. Also, what the? Is this showing me all, if I press Alt while nothing is hovered, it's showing me all these stars? Okay, yeah. The bag icon is weird, but I guess you can't show like the starred icon. So that makes sense. I might be selling this, but let's... Probably just gonna reroll. I don't want Pocket saying that much. Okay, another magic for dummies. Fine. Yeah. Plus another blueberries. Okay. Hey, hold on. So what to... Have space for another blueberry here? And then we're gonna have another magic for dummies. And then we're gonna get a ton of max health. But we're still not getting any spells, but we're increasing our chances of getting spells, you guys. All of our magic for dummies is gonna get us more spells eventually. And maybe we save this leather bag. I don't know if this is the good plan. There's not really much here that does anything. But I do have a pan to hit them with. And the sword. Alright, go. This is gonna work. We've got a lot of things. Oh no, they're blocking my melee and I'm losing stamina. It's fine, we have all the health. All we need is infinite max health. We get it. Also, what was that blast thing that happened? It was like, I think it was probably our blueberries activating. What do blueberries do? They give you luck instead if you have 10 mana. So we probably had 10 mana by the end there. I was that. No? What was that, I saw something happen. Where's that particle effect again? Can't see it. Okay. Alright. We get smithing for dummies as well. That would generate a whetstone, and that start a battle crafted weapons that are starred. Gain 1 damage and use less stamina. Okay. Uniquely unique, the starred item triggers 20% faster, plus 10% for each diamond unique item. So this square around it, you need to fill up with unique rank items. So if the 1 starred item triggers faster, like a lot faster. Chance to find treasure items is up by 50% and you can obtain +2 treasure items. Treasure is special unique item occasionally offered in the shop. And you can only obtain a limited number of them normally, and this lets you obtain 2 more. That's fun. False life it's a skeleton doing a heart. Does this come through? Right, can you? Items give plus 20% max health. Well, that's pretty good for our magic for dummies. But 20% of 2 is still 0. Overhealed, gain the overheal as maximum health, okay. Every 6.5 seconds, heal for 10 plus 4 for each, for each starred skill item? Is that what skull means? Skull means skill? No. Skull means like death themed or whatever. Hold on, it said it on here, didn't it? Dark theme. So this is a dark skill. These are all skills. Restarted dark item. OABs. All count as items, right? I suppose so. Like, we don't have any dark items and I don't see, wait. Oh, you can see the, there's an icon on all of my books. When I have this, like a sun. Sort of weird. But I get it. It's saying that they'll increase the max health they gain. Unidentified skill, whoa. Replace this with a random other skill from your pool. Always offered in rounds 3 and 10, so if you don't like the other 3, you can get something random. It's kind of funny because they used to just offer 4 different ones, and now it's like the same thing, but they don't let you know what the 4th one is. I kind of like it. The Gamba element is always fun. 10% maximum health and 10% base stamina regen. I hear that these are not the thing to buy, but sounds kind of attractive. I don't know what else we get. Faster triggering items, we don't have much that well, I guess the wand. Maybe I'd want the wand to trigger faster. I don't think we have any, like, unique items currently, though, right? There's no diamonds on any of these, so I assume that that is true. Seems to be the case. They're all common, and a couple rares. Even this wand is common, what the? Um... Alright, well, we already have some synergy for this. But I don't really know that the dark thing is gonna happen. It's fine. I'm sure that there's some spells, right? Hold on. There's gotta be some spells that I can get. Can we say not Reaper? Not any of these other classes? Okay, these are all things that have dark on them. The prismatic wand is everything, so that makes sense. Tim. What is this? The devouring sphere. That's an item unique to this class. Okay, so there are things I can get. A lot of common things. Here's an encyclopedia. Encyclopedia of Darkness. Okay. Artifact Stone Death. Unsettling Presence. The Heart of Darkness, yeah. Okay. There's a plenty of things we could get, technically. Herald the Hateful Hat. Ultima Ascension, what the? That's apparently a skill. The Death Lotus. Wait, it's a multi-class thing? Wow. There's such a thing as multi-class things? Not like common to all classes, but multi-class. Alright, alright, let's do it. Rainbow bags. Items of all classes are offered in the shop. And every 7 seconds gain one of every type of bus. Interesting. If we gotten the uniquely unique thing, that would have been one. This is also the treasure type item. Can you tell me more about what your fuse? Get this one. Give me like a description now? Talk to me about what that means. Doesn't wanna. Do we care about items from all classes? The one of every type of bus definitely helps the wand of equilibrium. But it is every 7 seconds. It's not that fast. I mean, we probably should get it. We probably should get it. Achievement unlocked. What achievement did we get? It didn't tell me. Also, this is rainbow, but it doesn't have every type. Prismatic is what means every type. Very sad. Okay. I mean, we could re-roll just to see what we get and if there's something we want to unlock. Or even we could sell for stuff, I guess. Like, I'm not that married to this wooden sword. You'd actually get a forging hammer? Hold on. Seems kinda good, but... Wait, is it just, like, all around way better than this, at least? 0 stamina cost? Cooldown's 3.5 seconds, though. Think I might need to get it. Also, we got a short bow. Honestly, this might be hurting us, getting all these other class items, but... I think we get that instead of the sword, at least. I think. Because I am trying to get spells, right? It's gonna be fine. There's an increased chance to get spells. It's gonna happen. No rush, please. Both players take negative 35% damage for 10 seconds. And inflict 4, cold on me. I still destroyed her somehow. I couldn't tell you why. It's probably just 'cause I'm low ranking and it's easy mode. And also, look at all these buffs we got. Amazing. Well, an axe. We could get the upgraded gloves. Hold on, what do the upgraded gloves do? The dragon claws. 10% chance to resist poison. During battle rage, well, that doesn't help me. Alright, so maybe I don't care about dragon claws. Oh, if no item can start battle rage, enter it after 5 seconds for 4 seconds? Hold on. Is that real? So, we'll actually get a battle rage if we do this? This will give us free battle rage? Because I like that. It seems too good to be true. But, gimme.
Oh.
Also, this should have been there. I'm dumb. We even care about a stamina bag. I do want another bag. Also, like, what if we just got the double axe? When we're totally the wrong class for it. What does this thing do at all? 3-6 damage every 2 seconds. I mean, again, it doesn't hurt to buy things that are on sale. So we may as well give them the axe. I do kind of want the gloves to hit the wand instead, though. Hold on. Do this differently. I bet we can. Hold on. These ones don't care where they go. How do we make this work? So it's more like, well, okay, this needs to touch this. And it needs to be adjacent to these two. So it kind of needs to go here. Okay, so this one goes like this. I figured it out. So this one isn't in the mana reproducing bag, which is unfortunate. Maybe we buy this and remedy that real quick. I think we just re-roll. Oh, we got a scroll. A spell scroll, Blessing of Purity. Every 2.2 seconds, cleanse and debuff. You have no debuffs, heal for 8. Healing, we love healing, because healing can get max health. Triggers 10% faster for each holy item. Don't have any of those. Wait. You can make items out of these spells? What the? Wait, these items are also spells? Apparently? Okay. Blessing of Purity and Dark Frenzy together. Whoa, Dark Frenzy makes some interesting things too. Every 3 seconds, star items trigger 10% faster and inflict 1 blindness to yourself. Okay, well, I think we definitely get this. And probably this too. So I think we're getting rid of that. Dummy Clover. How much is this hurting me? I don't know. I can't tell. Also, we need this to be adjacent to these, right? Because it's... yeah. It's funny. So hovering this, it doesn't show you the books because the books don't have anything to do with this. Like, this doesn't care about the books. But having the books do care about that, you can see. I would like... how do we make this work? Okay, hold on. I do need more bags, it seems like. Might just be like this. That seems bad. None of these are adjacent, so they're slower. But also, what are we selling to get this? Because we are, right? And is it garlic or is it lump of coal? I think it might be garlic. Pain is kind of our only attack right now, though. Hold on. So we would like to improve it by having garlic. What if we even just sold it for spear? We obviously are at least locking that. So it has to be actually adjacent to it, huh? The concept of false life? This only sells for one. We would have to sell both of them to get that. What if that's just not even worth it? Alright, we probably just stick with this. Although it's too the ramen spent? It feels wrong. No, it's fine. It's gonna be fine. We've been destroying these guys. Schrodinger's paw? 45% healing increase. What's that coming from? I have 206 health? Wait a minute. I'm 230 health? How's this happening? It's crazy. So false life plus scroll of blessing of purity is crazy, apparently. Apparently. Right, now we have Dragon Claws. Which only gives us, well, gives us battle rage, and it only gives us speed up during that battle rage. I hope the battle rage actually works, but... fanny pack? Love a fanny pack. I think we should put the scroll of the blessing of purity in the fanny pack, huh? Seems good. You like put that there. But then it's sort of like the double pans? The double pan build? They smell so funny. You say so. Suppose we don't need to do it like that. We certainly don't, right? We could put this one in there too? Think we're buying this. Now we reroll. We get the Spite's collar. Hold on. Battle Rage lasts 2 seconds longer. And you gain thorns when you enter Battle Rage. So we get 7 seconds of Battle Rage. I still don't really know what Battle Rage does, though. That I have no description. No descriptor here. Also Twine, you guys. Whenever the star item activates, there's a chance to gain max health. Which is kind of my thing, though I don't know why. I don't know to what end. For each neutral item, which I guess means not belonging to a class? Is that rainbow circle? And this is an item unique to the adventurer, so I'm not even supposed to be getting it. What? You can make supersonic? Look at that. The hyper hedgehog? Except it's Sonic in a, what do they call it? The weightlifter outfit? It's very funny. Oh, it's just this plus pan gets us the Excalibur. Saying no, he's supersonic, but he's got not Leech Door, it's the it's like a bikini for men. Except the cover is almost nothing. It's got a name. I've heard it before. Not a leotard. How good is this Excalibur, by the way? It uses mana? But all it does... On attack, you use 11 mana to trigger all of your food. It doesn't really... I don't really have enough food for that to be that good. It's like a mankini. No, not... It's not a bikini, though. What I meant was a, It might actually be called that, though. Obviously, a bikini is 2 parts. It's like a leotard. Anyways, enough. I don't even want to think about that anymore. How much better is this, though? Stamina cost is better, damage is better, accuracy is better, cooldown is better. So the main concern here is that it's gonna use up all my mana? So do I want it to use my mana is the question. Because when we have that much mana, we're getting luck from our blueberries. And we need that much mana to be able to use the wand, right? Kinda want the spiked color too, though. I don't think we need it. It's probably helpful, though. What is a mana potion, by the way? When mana is used or health drops below 50%, consume this. Gain 4 mana and 18 max health. Interesting. Just 4 mana, huh? That's not that much. What? Why does it think I'm clicking on that? It's funny. I don't think we need the healing herbs. Is there anything we sell for... Well, do we even lock this? We need space, you guys. Because I need to put this in there somewhere, too. Maybe we don't need 3 of these, huh? Also, bees are using my mana, huh? Is they're also using my mana? At some point I gotta get rid of them. Just because we don't need that many of them. Primarily. Right, let's try this. I've used up all my monies. They will fear my shiny stuff. Well, they've got Puck. And they've got a Nature Chronicles trees. You see me go into rage mode? And did you see me have 121 health? Hey, Austin. Thanks for the love bomb. Okay. We have Excalibur. Control Z and Control Y. Makes sense. The deck of cards. Here's the Nature Chronicles. We found it already. Use 1 regen to gain 1 luck. And 1 thorn. Use 1 regen to gain luck and thorns. Interesting. Triggers 10% faster for each spell. And nature spells count twice. I don't know if we want to turn our regen into luck and thorns, do we? Actually, thorns might go really well with all of our max health. Maybe we do? Maybe we do. This one we probably don't care about, even though it's a light type item. Oh, now this is as well. Nice. Also, this got bigger. It's not taking up 4 slots. Kinda hate it. I think we definitely need a fanny pack, because we need space. You can't even, like, rotate it to a different orientation, because that's nature of Z blocks in Tetris. I don't know if you knew that, you guys. Can't ever make it be like that style of Z block. Do we need to just trigger faster from that? I think we might do that. This doesn't count as a spell, this is a book. Fine. Fine. So this one doesn't need to be adjacent to both of them? Can't believe this. Is it the heal for 10 that we want, or is it turning regen into thorns? I think we do want this one. What are we getting rid of for it? Is it like magic for dummies and a healing herb or something? This also gives us a thorn. And we could be stacking thorns. Amazing. Let's go. Wow, inflicting a lot of debuffs, I see. And we're failing to get rid of a lot of his poison. But I assume we actually resisted a bunch of it. I assume. It would tell me, right? With cleansing, with the blessing of purity a lot. Good to see. Did these claws not do anything? Come on. Wait, one poison resisted. Storage coffin. Are you saying that the storage coffin resisted something I was doing? No, doesn't seem to. Anyways, hard to tell from here. But anyways, would beat a pretty bad. Control click to put it directly in storage. Goobert? Is it Goobert time? What's this cupcake over here? Wait, who's got cupcakes? I do? I've never seen a cupcake. Heal for 7 and gain 2 buffs of the type of which you had the most. Nice. Seems like a good way of making more mana. Get chili peppers. Or an acorn collar. I mean, we have a lot of luck, you guys. What we don't have is a lot of weapons. There's not really much to put the critical on, except for Excalibur and this forging hammer. Also, we should probably be hitting the Excalibur with this instead of the hammer. Maybe instead of this wand. I do like the idea of it just giving us a bunch of buffs when we hit the rage, but maybe it's better like this. Also, if you moved all of this... No. Out I meant, if we moved all of this down to like here, then easy to put the acorn collar right there and hit both of these. Wait, this can combine now? Hold on. I didn't know that. Oh, I knew about the Critwood staff actually, but white lily color? So this one is 5% crit chance for each luck. This is 1% crit chance for each luck and regen. And then every time a star item activates, it has a chance to gain one of those. Blue sage color is more likely, but we're looking for us when a star weapon hits. 5% chance for 5% chance for each luck to gain 4 mana. Wow. Okay, so it turns luck into mana, basically. Not even turns it into, but gives you luck, or gives you mana if you have a lot of luck, which is pretty good. Because we have a lot of luck right now. Star items steal 3% life for each luck, if you make it vampiric. Wait. You can make this... You can make it out of the other two? These... Hold on. You can turn any of these into the other one? That's weird. I did not expect that. Any of them can be turned into any of the others. If you want to waste items like that, I guess. Star items steal 3% life for each luck, up to 50%, and gain 5% critical hit chance for each vampirism. Anyways, I think we really want this. We could put it like right there. Doesn't hurt to buy these things on sale. Oh, we got a spell. It's a nature spell, so this one is begging for it basically, but... Oh, also we can combine them. And make this lantern berry. 10% chance to protect your buffs from removal. Plus 3% for each holy item starred. And every 5 seconds, use 1 man to cleanse 2 debuffs, and if you have no debuffs, gain 1 luck and 1 regen. I don't know if that's better. Star items. When the star items have used 4 stamina, use 1 mana to regenerate 1 stamina. I don't really care about that. What else could this make, though? An ice flower? A death lotus? Every 4 seconds, gain 3 mana and remove 2 buffs from your opponent. Use a luck to regenerate 1 stamina. Triggers 10% faster for each starred item. I like the death lotus. We have to find the Dark Frenzy spell scroll. I think we get rid of that. And probably the shiny shell, but it is a holy item. Which this likes. Now we do have to find a spot for it. I guess here or something? Feels wrong to sell a food when we have Excalibur. Is there something else we would sell? Maybe it is actually spiked collar. Even though I kind of went through a lot to buy it. Also, what's this toad deal? The starred items gain 10 buffs. Then you heal for 12. We like that. When the starred items used 10 buffs, gain 1 luck and 1 mana. And then every 3.8 seconds, gain 1 luck and 1 mana. Why do we get luck and mana from everything? It seems like it's good for our build. We really can't afford like any of this though. Also, this holy armor wants to go with this one to turn into the to this thing, but don't think it's what we want.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't really need to be fanny packed. Is the thing. This one probably more wants to live here, but I don't know that we're slotting it right now. Definitely saving this, and I think we're saving that. It's so expensive, but we don't even have the space for it. And we should probably sell stuff. Are we selling magic for dummies? I don't think so. These increase our chance of finding the scrolls we want. Kinda like how this one works. This one we probably sell after a bit. To make space, and we could probably sell that too. Also, though, let's swap those two because... No. We do want it to trigger faster. I was just thinking getting the double mana. If it generates mana. It's only 30% chance anyways. Oh, definitely swap these two. What the heck? I had it like that the whole last fight? That's no good. Okay. I mean, okay, if there's anything that I would get rid of to buy one of these, I should probably do it now. I don't know what we would get rid of, though. Like spiked color, yeah, and that's for 3. If it's spiked color and shiny shell, then I could buy a spell, a regrowth spell. Hey, Core. Is this a backpack sim? This is Backpack Battles. It's an inventory management simulator. Sure. It's an auto battler. All about inventory management. Alright, let's dive this one. We'll just get those later. Autoplay. It is autoplay. I'm not touching anything. This person's hanging in there. But I do have 221 health now. And a lot of spikes. Amazing. Okay, it's round 8. It's time to choose a subclass. Consider well, you may only pick one. Okay, waterbender. We could be a waterbender, you guys. Or magical girl. What, shiny chariot? Wait. I could be a chariot? You're saying I could be a chariot. I don't want to become a chariot. Or a spectromancer. Or a battle mage. Oh, the hateful hat is one of the class items, okay. It's a waterbender. Is a weapon, basically. It's a weapon pet. 5 to 10, 0 stamina cost. It's accurate. It doesn't trigger very often. On hit, you gain mana. 10% chance per starred nature item, which is like in a wave to the sides, in a weird way, a weird pattern. So any nature items in those stars. Increase plus 10%, wait, 10% chance per nature item to gain 2 more mana. Thanks for following, I appreciate you. Okay, so it's either 2 mana or 4 mana based on how many nature items you have. Okay, I got it. Attacks 10% faster for each diamond ice item. Okay. Well, I don't have any of those. And then when you use 10 mana, heal for 10 on hit once. So the next time this thing hits, you heal for 10, okay? When you use 20 mana, then this thing gains 15 damage. Wow, 15. So then it begins hitting for 20 to 25, okay? And once you've used 30 mana, not on this item, but on other items, then this begin, when it says once, now I'm confused, because I think that might mean that it means permanently and heals for 10 on every hit from then on. It gains 15 damage every hit from then on, and inflicts 3 cold on every hit from then on. I think that might be what it means. So this thing is good if you are using mana, whether or not you have ice or nature items. But it gets better with those, okay? That's good to know. I'm kind of using a lot of mana. The Excalibur uses a bit. These use some. Doesn't this use a little bit? Not much. Don't have that much that uses mana. It's mostly this. Herald the Hateful Hat, okay. So this improves our false life, but it's only plus 4 health whenever this activates, so it's not that big a deal. But what is it? Every 3 seconds, gain 5 random buffs, and your opponent gains. Yeah, your opponent also gains 5 random buffs. And if you remove a buff from an opponent, then the starred items adjacent to this hat gain 3% critical hit chance. Okay, so this is. And if you self-inflicted debuff, this has a 40% chance to gain you 1 regen, okay? Deal 10% increase of your healing. Wait. Plus 10% of your healing as magic damage. Plus 5% per diamonded dark item. Plus 10% of your healing. If this just straight up deals my healing as damage, then it's great for me because I heal for a lot. So the question is just that when it says plus 10%, does it actually deal it if I don't do that already? Because that could be great. Also, do I strip buffs from my opponents? This one kinda does. Remove 1 vampirism from your opponent. Thought I had something that did. Guess I don't. I guess I don't. So we give them 5 buffs that we can't take back. We do still like getting 5 buffs, but every 3 seconds we give them 5 buffs. I don't like that. I don't know. You can have unlimited spirit companions. I don't know what spirit companions are. At the start of battle, reduce damage taken by 30% for 3 seconds plus 1 second for each distinct starred pet. Okay. And after 8 seconds, gain 50% of your buffs. Whoa, all the buffs you have after 8 seconds, you get 50% of them on top? Seems really good. Shop entered consumes starred items and generate random gemstones. Whoa. Whatever's in the stars just gets consumed? Every 6 seconds, use 3 mana to become invulnerable for 1 second plus 0.2 for each 10 money worth of gemstones you have. Up to 3 times. Up to 3 times, so you're saying 0.6? And increase the mana cost by 3 every time. And whenever you become invulnerable, you inflict 3 blind because you're so shiny when you're invincible. That's a weird one, guys. The magical girl has triangles that I've never seen before. Pink triangles. Fuchsia triangles. All staffs are offered in the shop. Okay. Start of battle, gain 1 mana and 1 maximum stamina for each distinct starred book. Okay. I do have a few books right now. Only 2 distinct, though. Gain 5 random buffs for each distinct triangle staff. Okay. 5 random buffs for each staff. And when you use 20 buffs, consume this. Oh, it's a potion? A rainbow potion for a magical girl, okay. You consume this potion and trigger the effect of 2 distinct potions. Okay, so just 2 random potions get consumed after you use 20 buffs. Weird. It's honestly pretty weird. It's probably Harold the Hateful Hat, but I need to find some way of stripping buffs from opponents, 'cause we might be giving them a lot. But the I just hope it works the way I want it to. Dealing my healing as damage, 10% of my healing as damage. I hope it means that and not like that it needs to be added to something that already does that. Otherwise it's probably waterbender just because we spend mana. I'm doing it. Whoa, you hear him? He makes sounds, guys. We're at the water guy. Alright, Harold. I don't know where I'm putting you, but... That scythe, it is a dark item. Oh, this one makes a thing, right? With this one, though, hold on. Wait, this plus this makes what now? Cold mirror, 20% chance to reflect debuffs. Okay. After 6 seconds, gain 35% of your buffs. Up to 20. Or we can make the ice flower. So the star weapon, whenever the star weapon attacks, 30% chance to use 1 mana to inflict 2 cold. And then when the diamonded armor or shield activates, it's a 30% chance to gain 1 mana and 10 block. I don't have any shields, so that's armor or shields. So I don't think that's us. Oh, we could. We have this thing. Begin to think we shouldn't. Begin to think we shouldn't have this thing. I don't think we want the cold mirror because the blessing of purity scroll is just way better for us. Before defeat, before defeat, what does that keyword mean? Gain 2 block for each cold on your opponent and remove all their cold once. If you don't inflict cold, I suppose this does nothing. Whenever the starred shield or armor activates, though, then it's a 30% chance to inflict 1 cold, okay? Why can't we find Dark Frenzy? This is also good for the hat. because we inflict a debuff on myself. Every 5 seconds, gain 1 vampirism and deal 10 magic damage. Is that magic? I don't even know if that's magic. With 100% lifesteal. Triggers 1% faster for each cold and 2% faster for each blind on your opponent. Assuming you can get those on them somehow. It's weird. I don't even know if this spell is something we want, guys. Don't know how we end up doing anything with it. But it is on sale, so we probably could just buy it for no real cost. Oh, I don't know, are we giving up all of our... all of this stuff? I feel like it's... maybe diminishing returns at this point to even have it? For it to even exist? Definitely don't need stamina, but what are we planning on using this for? Would definitely want the Death Lotus, so we should get it in any case. I don't know if we want to combine them into this. The regen might help, but I don't think it's going to be better than just having this healing me every 2.2 seconds, right? It's also every 5 seconds, and... yeah. I think we're getting that, and, well, it is an amulet that we haven't identified. But I also want this guy. Not easy to part with, but I'll manage. You say so. Yeah, alright, let's... it's fine. Probably getting rid of this too. Just because we need space at the very least. Doesn't hurt to buy this. Broccoli? I mean, it's not bad. Gives us luck and regen is helpful for healing, which is also damage with Herald. And it also gets us closer to the wand. Yeah, both of them get us closer to making the wand work. And it works with the pan. Nah, I think we should get it. Also, what's this? Replace this with 10 coins worth of items. May contain treasure items. Wow. Oh, wait. Our spell, Dark Frenzy, what was with the positioning of the stars and diamonds on this thing? We have to buy this. Oh wait, this is making the no blade. Is that the thing we want? Hold on. Use 1 luck to gain 1 damages is a weapon. I mean, that is one thing. It's a weapon. On hit, use 1 luck to gain a damage. And use a regen to remove 2 buffs from your opponent. There we go. If they have no buffs, attack 5% faster. We might need this. What is the Death Lotus? It's... gain 3 mana, remove 2 buffs from your opponent, also removes buffs from your opponent. I don't think we need it as much, though. It's like we need a weapon. So I think it's No Blade. Does use our regen, but I'm kind of okay with it. Especially if we buy the broccoli. Do we buy the broccoli? I don't know. Okay, this thing wants to have dark items next to it. So does this one. How are we making this work? We have so many spells, you guys. Oh, it's actually better. It's just empirically better to do it this direction. Okay. This is actually really great by itself, too, by the way. Every 3-second, star items trigger faster. This one really wants our weapon in the stars, though. So we probably ought to flip it. This one triggers faster for being next to the pan, though. Also, we have no space for all of this, you guys. No space. Okay, what about now do I want this? 30% chance to use mana and inflict cold. If we put that on our no blade and the end pandemonium, it might be good? I don't know. We want this to be touching items that gain and use buffs. This does use mana. This one gives us a lot of buffs. These also do, and these ones, okay. It actually goes great. Like right there, but it's just wrong. Can't make it work like that. Could you like that? It's only hitting one thing. Okay, how about this? You like one of those? There we go. Okay, alright, now we're talking. Are we just leaving all these in here? I guess. We need space. I also really want this broccoli, by the way. Also the loot box. What's in the box, you guys? What's in the box? I honestly probably should be getting rid of the rainbow badge as well. I probably should. But the one of every type of buff is pretty darn good. We've kind of given up getting items from other classes. Except for this. This is from a different class. Also, this is. What if I just need to load up on broccoli? I don't know what I'm doing. If I had to guess though, we'd probably win again. Though we are giving them a lot of buffs. We're winning anyways. Look, it's a cat spirit companion. Starred items have 20% critical hit chance. Okay, kind of like that. You can only have one spirit companion, got it. Every 4 seconds, use 1 mana to gain 1 luck and 1 empower. Oh. It seems good. We definitely want this as well. I don't want it to be taking up all of the fanny pack spaces, though. Pickle Bloodify. How you doing? You hang the bag, you just had to do that before going to bed? Is that what that was? I'm getting the broccoli. A broccoli, great choice. Or buy a cat, listen to that meow. He floats too. Very cute. Yes, boss, okay. Well, have a good night. Thanks for lurking. Was 5%. Okay. Now we have to actually make up our mind on this. Do we want 5% increased healing as damage, or do we want increased crit chance on the no blade? Every time we remove a buff with it. I think we'd better do that, right? Every time we remove a buff with it increases its own crit chance. Seems good. But kind of everything's in the wrong place. Do we need to start from scratch? Do we need to just... Yeah, let me look for space first, because I need space. Can't get it. Can't get it. Another fanny pack, huh? Get it all out of here. I was hoping to get these out of here too, but... Alright. That's pretty great, right? I like that. And if we're doing that, we can only get one of these particular fanny packs on... Hey, wasn't Herald? Pays every 3 seconds buffs. But he also buffs the opponent, so we want this to definitely be faster than that. And it is. But we also need more regen if we wanted to strip more buffs from the opponents, so we need to get... Which one was it? This. We need this to be faster too. Okay. We also might want this to be faster, our weapon. I know what gets us mana. This gets us mana. Oh, Mr. We actually need this when we have the acorn color. I guess from the start it doesn't give us like anything, right? So it's nice to have this. Looking at our weapons. Be 4 seconds, use a mana. Okay. That doesn't change that one though. This only protects from removal. Those are all the items that they're affected by this, including the Wolpertinger. Increase base stamina regeneration by 0.7% for each buff you have. Then every 5 seconds, gain 3 of the buff you have the least of. I mean, it's interesting. I don't think it is exactly what we're looking for. Step me a thing. The glowing crown. Cleanse 1 blind and heal for 5 every 2.4 seconds. And use 10 mana to become invulnerable for 2 seconds once. Nice. This one also uses our regen, so we might not want it that much. No, it does give us thorns, which is important. Hold on. We just need more broccoli. That's what we need, guys. We need more broccoli. Also, I think I'm selling this and something else in order to get a fanny pack. Or maybe just... No, because we need to keep the rainbow badge for broccoli. I'd be selling garlic and this for a fanny pack. This will use our mana. As will this and these are kind of the only things which use our mana. Let's see. What do we really want on that? Is it just attacks? It's probably attacks, right? Oh, it's wands as well. Okay, we definitely want, like, this still, right? Which means if this one goes here because it needs to touch one of those, or it can go there. It also works, okay. You could probably do this one here so that we can put the two blueberries in the box, in the bag, in the correct bag. The correct bag for blueberries. We want as much other space for food as possible, right? I definitely want this to trigger more often. So hold on. Oh, this also needs to be touching that. Right? So it's probably like here's where it goes. Okay, hold on. Blueberries go here. Currently don't have any other foods. Kind of thought we had more. So you could put the cat like here. Also, can this do crits? No, cannot. So I think we do... Okay, we can't if we're doing it like that. So like this then, it might be. Another way we could do it is... like this. Since a little bit trickier now. But maybe that's fine. Frog has less things they can hit now because we can't do anything on top. We want to put something there for it to hit. What else can this do? Really? 5 random buffs, right. That can be mana. It's true. What else uses buffs? Or gains buffs? We want more things that gain buffs quickly. Like this one. Star items gained 10 buffs is actually... Hold on, it's actually great with this. We kind of need it to be on this. Hold on. Because it's gonna heal us more often if we do that. And we need that. So we could put it like... here? Yeah? Then it's not hitting... like the ones, or... anything like that. Wait, what if we... that doesn't hit the hat. It's probably like this, yeah. Nope, that's not what I said, is it? You want to be faster? Maybe. That cleanly misses it. What if we did like that? Okay, hold on. I'm also getting some ideas for this one. Hold on. We can get double on it if we did go there. But hold on, it's not what I was gonna do. If we move these 3 down, that's what I was thinking of. I mean, something goes there. Then we can put this here. Actually, let's move this one to here. Right. Um. Sort of like this. This one goes like that. Great. Yeah. This one goes here. Wait. Actually, where does this go? Because this one needs to go here, right? So this one goes here. This one kind of needs to go here, but I wanted it to... What if this goes here? That was where a frog was gonna go, though. So the frog has to go here? Yeah. Frog kinda has to go there. Now, is there even a spot for this? It's kinda where I would put it. No, no, no. I think we get rid of the shell. Although we could get Shelly. It's a thing. Also, where we put nice spells? I don't know. The heck? It misses the no blade no matter where you try to... Okay, listen. Okay, I don't care about this one as much, so it's fine. Really can't go down there? Kinda needed to go down there, actually. It's fine, it's just forward healing. You're really... missing a lot of space here, though. Are we doing this? Now that I think about it? Star weapon attacks. Does this count as a weapon? Weapon spell, okay. 30% chance to use a mana to inflict 2 cold. It's not... It's not that much. Like, it doesn't do that much. I don't know. This doesn't do anything right now. This doesn't do anything really either. Although this did finally start. This now gives us stamina costs, so I guess it does maybe something. So that's just, plus 2 maximum health for each spell, okay. Kinda just want him here in order to make more spells show up in the shop. %30% chance to use mana to inflict cold. Maybe it's fine. Should we combine them, though? It's a lot of work to combine them. I don't feel like doing it right now. Are we leaving this much in our bag? I don't feel like we are doing it right, but doing it anyways. This person is hit me very hard with a very large sword, okay? I don't like it, okay. Somehow we've lost, you guys. And it's probably because we spent all of our money on stuff we're not using. Piggy of Riches? What is that? Also got false life. So every heal with vampirism was also damaging me, but probably not for that much. What did kill me? Oh, we can do a, there's like a, you can do this and then, let's see that the damage dealt. Bloodthorn dealt just a ton of damage by the end. Wasn't even the Great Sword. I thought it was the Great Sword that was gonna do it. But the Great Sword only hit me once. They have no debuffs, huh? Why do they have no debuffs? Also, what are they getting healing amplification from? Oh, by this, okay. The ukulele. Alright, now for me. Damage dealt 62% from no blade. That's pretty good. But we lost our big healing item, and it doesn't appear that no blade made up for it. Vampirism is what made up for it? It's weird. Yeah, we lost a big healing item, and I don't think it turned out well for us. Regen only gave us this much. Yeah, we need that healing item again. The healing spell. Full body protection. Starred items give plus 30% armor. If you have exactly 1 armor, helmet, and shoes, reduce damage taken from all sources by 8. Well, at least from those 3 sources. Every 5 seconds, gain 10 armor. Power of the Moon. Whenever Moon Armor activates, inflict 1 blind. Whenever Starred Moon Shield activates, reflect 1 debuff. Teak starts increase your maximum health by 65% is kinda crazy. Stone or Stone Golem dealt damage, gains 65% of the damage as shields. While you have shields, you take 20% less damage. None of those do anything for me. Start a battle, gain 10% maximum health, and your weapons deal 5% increased damage. I don't think so. We're gonna take the box. It's cheaper, actually. The box is cheaper. What's this one? Oh. Both players take less damage for 10 seconds and you inflict 4 cold. That's pretty good. The forging hammer came back. Get another shiny shell. Also, what kind of lunatic doesn't rotate the shiny shell? Once you reach 10 debuffs, consume this and cleanse 10 debuffs. Okay. We probably also can't afford to be using up our regen, huh? Right now? Tempted to buy it again? Don't fall into that trap. Don't do it. The unstable recombobulator. Consume this and the starred items. Create different items based on a combined value. And then, every 4 seconds, gain a random buff and cleanse 1 debuff. It's nice just to have, but kinda need to dig deep for that spell, the healing spell again. Tempted to get these blueberries, though. They don't heal. Wait, also, when did this get shoved away from the Excalibur? Did I accidentally do that? By putting the hat here? What have I done? What a fool. What a fool. Well, this one doesn't need to be sped up. I don't know. No, what's resist? The Encyclopedia of Darkness. Every 3 seconds, use 13 health to gain 3 mana and inflict 1 blind. I don't know if I want to use my health. Doesn't sound healthy. When the opponent is below 30% health, deal plus 50% damage. In armor, with 7 debuffs are inflicted, gain 6 shield, or if it's in the backpack, you inflict fatigue damage every 4.5. You can also make some dark items with it. If I'd bought the other pan, we could have had a double pan build going. What about an amulet? Hold on. Let's take this out of the bag so that I'm more likely to get my spells, right? Oh, we want a prismatic orb too. Hold on. It's also on sale, so we have to get it. It doesn't count Doesn't count, miss? What the heck? Wait, doesn't count at Ben either? Oh, right, it has to be the bottom. Right, yeah. This goes with this armor. To make corrupted armor. Turns holy items adjacent into dark. 10% chance for each starred dark item. To protect debuffs on your opponent from being cleansed. What? Protect debuffs on your opponent from being cleansed? Why? %10 chance for each starred dark item. To protect debuffs on your opponent from being cleansed. Oh, from debuffs on your opponent from being cleansed. Got it. Yeah. Prevent our opponent from cleansing their debuffs off. I get it now. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Think we might sell this. Yeah. Gotta get a prismatic orb. For all of those. Okay, and it tells us how many. That's nice. So 4 mana items, you get 8 total mana at the start of battle. And then increase your healing by 4% for having that holy item there. And then every 8 seconds, gain 1 of every type of buff. Seems kinda nice. But when they combine, every 7 seconds, gain 1 of every type of buff. And then also, if you have at least 20 of these 3, yeah. Though we are kind of stripping our own regen, aren't we? 8 our mana, like this kinda kills our mana. Do we have to get rid of the pandemonium? Or not pandemonium, this one is Excalibur. Do we have to get rid of it just so that the prismatic wand will trigger? Might have to. We have this now. Maybe we don't need it. No blade. Like, its whole thing is just using a bunch of mana to trigger all food. But when we have these 3 food, it's not that much. Well, the 2 of them do just give us our mana right back. Unless we didn't have 10 yet. Yeah? And we need 20 for the prismatic wand to go off. We might be getting rid of Excalibur, honestly. Gotta give it a second, though. I need that spell, you guys. But I'm not finding it. Think I'd rather this thing go 10% faster all the time than that it, well, that it triggered the Excalibur, really? I don't know. Well, okay, what if both? Now, was Death Lotus the thing we want? Probably, yeah. Rather than Ice Flower? Then what the heck is this for, you guys? I might just be selling this then. Think I'm selling this. Are we re-rolling for 2? We're in danger zone. I feel like the answer has to be no, but... But I have so much money to end on. I still have no real healing? Like, it'd be nice if this one was sped up. Also, what's this corrupted crystal really for? I don't know. Alright, we're probably gonna lose again. Honestly, we're probably gonna lose again. So don't have our healing anymore. Somehow we won? Okay, I appreciate it. Unhealing is dealing some damage, but almost none. It's very sad. 10 damage. Because the total amount of healing we're doing is this. Total's 15. And we're getting what, 20%? No, it's 15%, okay. Somehow worked out, but what do we have for like crit chance? %. It's pretty good, alright. We got to 80% and that's how we won in the end, I think. Okay. Our prismatic wands now. Let's take this out of here so we can roll. Although I would probably want more broccoli, but more than that, I want the healing spell. And this rock. Give me this rock. What a pineapple, though. Or what about Ripsaw Blade? Remove 1 damage gained in battle from all opponent weapons. Whoa, they changed this one since I last saw. Remove 1 damage gained in battle from all opponent weapons. And gain 0.5 damage. It actually sounds really good. I think that's better than Excalibur at the very least. Yeah, I think I would trade Excalibur for that. Even knowing that I'm still looking for that spell. And that should be more important. Right now we don't care about food as much. We don't. Well, yeah, a rock is technically a weapon, huh? I mean, could do like that. City. I think we can. And heal for 4. I do like healing. To every 3.3 seconds? Okay, you know what? It's on sale. We'll at least get it. Okay, speed up my items. I like it. I also like a leather bag. Star items steal 3% life for each luck. And gain 5% critical hit chance for each vampirism. Is this what are we pivoting to this? I think it might be. The stealing life has gotta count as healing, right? Although that's also pretty good. We might be using up too much of our luck and regen for that really to be good, though. So I think maybe it's the vampirism one. Kinda want all 3 of these. The none of these are the spell. I will note. I think we might start with this. How do we... I can't find any of those one spot. What's it called? Bags. Can't find any of those one spot bags for some reason. Like this wants to be here. But how do I do it? Because we need exactly this spot, right? To hit both of these. Maybe I should be giving up the cat? Although it's the only way we got up to that high as critical hit chance. That's for 3, that's for 3, that's for 3. I don't want to lose that one. Can't do like that, or like that. The cat only yells downward, unfortunately. Also, this frog is not optimized. But it is hitting the 2 that do the most, so I guess that's fine. Even selling this, we wouldn't get one of these, so it's not worth it. Cat, I need you to be facing the right way. The only way we do it is we give up the 10% with the 20% speed increase on these 2 things, and I don't know that I'm willing to do that. Okay, but what if we did it kind of tricky like this? Now this is like 30% faster. Okay. Okay, hold on. Yeah, the problem is... Where do we put the Ripper in that case? I guess it could be like that. I guess. Which one attacks faster? This one does? What, a bit faster? Which one's gonna use the most stamina? Apparently this one? At least the cat is happy. I know this is... got all the right things. I need this to attack even faster. That'd be great. That's what the bird's for. Give me the bird. No. They have a lot of fire, you guys. The Whipper is constantly out of stamina? That could be a problem, but somehow we won. I don't know. Start survival mode. We're not ending it there. I didn't even realize we were almost there. It was the red orchid color. And I would like this, but what do I spend on it? Is it the rainbow badge? Honestly, might be the rainbow badge. Kinda don't need it anymore. Although, getting another broccoli would be good. Get rid of a shell. Can we get the bird, like, facing all of that stuff, though? Like, there. That might be even better. How do we make it work, guys? Obviously, we have to give up one thing to make it work. Which could just be the rainbow badge. But I don't know how we move stuff around to make that work anyways, if we do that. No. I'm just trying to get these ones. Oh. This one is not in the right spot anymore. Well, we can move it to there, but the cat doesn't hit it. So we kind of had the only spot that works. Although this could also go like one more up, right? Yeah. This even works over here. Not that that helps. How do we make this buried work? Want to hit both of these foods, as well as all that good stuff over there. Now that I think about it, by the way, this can go here. So this can also hit both of them. That's pretty good. How do I make this bird work? Don't tell me I can't. I honestly would give up this first. It works. Okay. Good job, Jinx Torquilla. The heck is this? A spiked wall? I don't like that. I keep getting stunned. But I think we're winning anyways. There we go. I don't know what that was. I think we healed for a bunch and then dealt damage with a heal. What was that last thing? Oh, that was the critical damage no blade. Got it. That also removed... It used to... That's what the icon or the particle effects on me were? That I used these. Did this thing ever do its 20 mana thing? Ever? Or its 20 buffs thing? Ever? I don't think it did, you guys. It doesn't look like it. I don't think we ever got high enough on mana. Scholar's bag gave us a lot, actually. 5? Okay, not that much, but... The toad only gave us 3. Harold gave us 3. Blueberries gave us 3 and 4. Right, because blueberries stopped giving us any once we hit 10, right? Prismatic wand only gave us 2. It only fired twice? Wow. Used it on spell scroll regrowth 4 times? Okay. I don't know if I care that much about this regrowth spell, although it does let me keep using my weapons, so maybe it's good. Use it 3 times for Magic for Dummies? 5 times total, okay. I don't know if that's what we want. And 3 times for Cat Spirit Companion? I mean, that's not our only problem, right? We need 20 of also luck and regen, and we're nowhere near it on those ones. And why not, actually? Because the no blade is using them? Yeah. That's why, because the no blade is using them. So the prismatic one is never gonna get its thing. Maybe that's fine. Maybe that's fine because we just like getting all these buffs. Did this whole thing only last? Yeah, it only lasted 13.53 seconds, so we only got this to fire twice. That's 5.22 now. Okay. Got another achievement. I mean, Cyclopedia came back, but I still don't really want to use my health. But it does give us mana, you guys. Gets us mana. We need more healing before I actually like this. But it is on sale. Also magic for dummies, so we can be more likely to get our spell, even though this is not on sale. I'm aware.
Hmm.
Let's re-roll with that. Maneki Neko. Sale chance 3% up. The value of starred items is greater than 20. 50% chance to resist critical hits. Or 40, Gabbing unique items trigger 15% faster. Wow. I probably shouldn't be buying a stamina sack right now, but I do need bag space, right? I do need bag space.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, it didn't even use up the blood amulet? What? I did not know that's how it would work. Right. So in those recipes, when you see a green box around a thing, that means it doesn't get used up in the process. I do forget that, but... Hey, re-roll it. Where are my spells and books? Oh, out of gold. That was my last one. Okay, fine. I'll sell the rock. It's a book, technically, the Scripture of Light. Use mana to gain regen and heal for 10. Okay, hold on, I might need it. Another blood amulet, too. Think of getting rid of my blood amulet, though. All I wanted was to turn this into a red orchid collar. We kinda do need the mana. So what if I did just take this? What does this want? Oh. Freestyle spell. Got it. Kinda think we need this. Also, these only make sure that the books and spells are on sale. I'm just now realizing it doesn't make them appear more often. I think we sell this. We buy the book. Triggers slightly faster for each star spell? Wait. This one also cares about spells now? I thought it was for specifically holy items, but it does say holy spells count twice. Okay. I mean, I do want that other Death Lotus combined spell. And this is technically pretty useful with both of these. Um, is that really the best we can do? Because if we put it here, it doesn't really get anything we care about, right? Maybe? Well, we'd have to move the prismatic one. Yeah, this just gets a lot more buffs, so that's more healing. I do want more space. %5 faster up to 10 times, so up to 50%. But it can instantly get 20%. We just put it adjacent to these. Yeah, maybe. Okay. I'm doing that. We don't need this thing gaining us max health for mana when we could be getting stamina. I think that sounds appropriate. It is wasting the, fanny pack speed, though. It's fine. Go.
Mhm.
Is that an owl, spirit companion? And the Death Lotus. Taking all my buffs. It's fine. We won anyways. We're just better. Even though she's got both of the spells I want. And Ultima Ascension, which sounds pretty good. Wow. After 10 seconds for each nature item, gain luck and spikes. For each cold item, gain 5 shields and inflict 1 cold. For each holy item, gain 2 regen, and for each dark item, steal 1 buff. Every 10 seconds? Amazing. How long did it actually last? 14.6 seconds, so they got that once. I don't know. They got a lot more buffs than I did, I'll just say that. They definitely are doing something better than I am. Like, I'm really struggling to get the things I want. But I won anyways somehow? I don't know how. I could not tell you why. Let's check. We are allowed to check. The No Blade did deal 42, or 232 for me and only 137 for them. I guess it's just crit difference, right? 29 to 31. 39 to 42? No, what's giving it more attack, actually? What is giving it more attack? This one. No, that's only critical hit chance. Either way, so much critical hit chance. And we're still only at 80. It's apparently a bit tough. Do you want to see if that color is giving us unhealing damage? Even regenerated health gives us unhealing damage, so I guess I would assume so. Healed for 12 health with the toad. Dealt 3 damage on healing. Oh wow. Vampirism healing for 1. Deals 1 damage on healing. There we go. Right, regenerated 7 health with the red orchid color and dealt 2 damage with unhealing. There you go. Does work. Okay, it's working the way it's intended. That's good. You can give a second regrowth spell. It's not even on sale, look at that. The chessboard. Chess pieces are offered in the shop. Now you're giving me this? On buy, spend 2... Wait, on buy, spend 2 gold to generate a black pawn and a white pawn? What do you mean spend 2 gold? You have to have 2 more gold than the actual price for this? Every 1 second, a chess piece takes a turn. Rules, white begins, pieces can capture starred pieces. Pieces that can capture will capture. If no piece can capture, one will move to one of its starred squares. Seems like a lot. Also, when you say pieces that can capture will capture, are multiple chess pieces going at once? Also, you have to think of white and black? This is a lot. Also, do we get another wand? I kind of feel like we're supposed to. So I'm gonna do it. Oh, we found the thing. Now we just need somewhere to put it. And we don't have that. That goes there. What do I do with this? Or do we sell the blood amulet to get the stamina sack? Honestly, we might. There's definitely a way we could arrange this to fit another item, right? I just don't know what it is. I would even just like to maybe move this into Jinx Torquilla range, but... What if it's like this? And that hits all three of them? Then this doesn't trigger faster with Jinx Torquilla, but it's hitting 3, so it's doing 30% faster already. So maybe it's fine. Also, this triggers faster now that this is here. Didn't even plan it, but all the dark items are in the right spots. Oh, and this continually ramps. I didn't even really realize it, but this continually ramps this wand and the no blade. Just how it works. Okay. One reroll just for kicks? No. Let's save it. What? It's a broccoli goobert? Nice. I like your broccoli goobert. It's a very nice goobert. We healed for 60 and therefore dealt a lot of damage. I saw about the Amir. So we dealt 144 damage, which already killed her. Okay. Then we generated 60 with the, like steel. And then dealt 12 damage with unhealing. We even got max health from it. So this one gains us mana and removes bust from our opponent. And then we use a luck to regenerate stamina. So we do need more things to generate luck, I guess. So I guess blueberries? Do we need a... Hold on. Do we need a Heart of Darkness? Every 4 seconds, steal 2 buffs prioritizing regen? I kinda do. Kinda want it. Wait, but then you use 7 regen, hold on, to gain 100 maximum health, 4 empower, and your opponent's healing is reduced by 40%. Wow. One time. But if you're stealing the regen, then it's okay to use it, right? I guess like that is fine. Doesn't open up anymore, I suppose. Heart container? Are we going Heart of Darkness? I wanna. Okay, we should have had that one there, I guess. Kinda think we ought to be speeding up this toad as well. Needed to be touching a prismatic wand and the hateful hat, though. This only gets 2 below it? Yeah. Well, that makes it real awkward, doesn't it? To do that, though. What did we have a second ago that was speeding up the wand of equilibrium? Oh, it was the other spell, the frenzy spell, right? No one's gone. Forget about that guy. Oh, hold on. There we go. Get 4 of them. Like, probably we should be putting this closer to the spells over here. Wait, why'd you go there? Cat. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Ah, but that's not getting it by Jinx Turkia. It's just a flat 20% instead of growing up to 50% over the course. Yeah, maybe we keep it a flat 20% though. These foods are taking up too many spaces in the bag, the mana bag, while not producing mana largely. Could consider that a problem. I don't feel like it. Heart container though, right? Think we're doing it. I have been kind of wanting a mana orb for a minute. Use 35 mana to gain 25 random other buffs one time. Definitely places we could put this, right? That would gain a bunch of mana for us. I mean, there's a space right here. I think we probably get rid of, like, both of these. Maybe one of these? Well, these are luck generators. That's kind of what we're looking for on those. Then what are we doing to make our... Shoot, are we leaving the cat out for a fight? Is that dangerous? It might be. Freeren's Guide to Ice? Are they allowed to say that? Use 1 mana to inflict 2 ice. Okay. Do we want to save this? Because I do need more space. It's kind of too expensive for space, though, is the problem. It's roll? Well. Whoa! I want that one. And it's on sale. We want a second one of these? By the way, these books are also looking at me. Hadn't really noticed. I saw that the eye kind of wiggles, but didn't really realize it was looking at me. I just wanted to hear him make a noise. How do we find the godly rarity one again before we ever find this one? Epic rarity. That's what I wanted. I guess that's more rare than this one. Alright, something like that. Cat is gonna sit this one out and it might be fatal for me. We'll find out. Uh-oh. I think that sword is bad news, right? That sword is like serious bad news. It's like, how do you ever survive that? Another prismatic. We kind of really want it. Need this just for the space. Should have been more attention to what we were doing well with and what we needed more of. %20 faster for each dark item start, and there's a lot of them. This triggers 80% faster. What does 80% faster mean, guys? Now that I think about it, what would 100% faster mean? That would mean that with 0 cooldown, right? What actually does it mean? Or perhaps it's, what do you call it? 20%, on 20% or something? 100% faster would be 50% cooldown reduction functionally? Why? Okay, I guess I get it. 100% faster would be like, it happens twice as often as normal. That's 100% faster. Okay, sure. Alright, I get it, I get it. Also, how are you, Relman? Thanks for the information. Is that, I don't know these things. This does not make this go faster, though. Hold on. There's nothing I can do to make it go. Okay, hold on. What if I swap these? I just can't. What the heck? So instead we could do pineapple and black lotus for 45% faster? Alright, fine. Not 100% sure how it functions in backpack battles, but you think that's how it works? It makes sense when you think about it. So I get it. You have a lot of dark items in the end. Kind of impressed with how many dark items we got in the end. Now what are we doing with this frog? Where does he go? Because we can't really get him in the right spot anymore. As long as he's touching this, I guess it's pretty good though. So maybe that's fine. Although, that's better, right? Yeah. Pretty good. Are we saving 7 though? Probably not. Do we replace one blueberry with an unstable recombobulator for this? I don't know, it kind of feels like the thing we get afterwards is gonna be not that good. Frog wants to smoosh the prism wand? Yeah, I know. But at least he's getting the hateful hat. 5 buffs every 3 seconds is better than. Actually, how many different buffs is this? Every 7 seconds. It's gotta be, right? And the prismatic wand wants to be next to with all this dark synergy. wants to give us more unhealing and frenzy. Which means if this triggers more often, we get more mana, and we remove mana or buffs from our opponent. And for some reason, we use our luck to regenerate stamina. I have no explanation for this one. That's what the frog is, and the frog and the blueberries are supposed to counteract that. Also more healing from pineapple. And the Heart of Darkness is down here too. We get to steal more buffs. I think this is gonna go well, in any case. I think it's gonna go well, but we should, like, spend some rolls, I guess? Don't care about that. Nah, if we're spending 14, let's just leave it there. Spending 14 next time. It's impossible to have a perfect setup unless you have 2 billion IQ, I know. It's, seems pretty tough. How did we lose, though, you guys? I thought I was not watching. How did our setup lose to this? Minus 60% healing? What the heck, you guys? This stacks? The cap of discomfort? Anti-healing stacks? That is so rude. And it's so rude. Okay, alright. I don't know how people afford to get this much space. Although I guess I'm not really even finding this much space and definitely not on sale. It's really just that I didn't have healing, that's the reason? But I stole so much, buffs from him. We have 34 poison? Where's my debuff removal? I guess we don't really have any debuff removal anymore because we don't have our, we don't have our spell of purity or whatever. Piggy banks for econ? Yeah, maybe. Your healing is increased? Cheating. Cheating. I'm supposed to be the healer. That's cheating. So encounters me really hard. They also have spikes, by the way. And we couldn't strip them fast enough, I guess. Rude. Rude. Okay, well, we finally found a little bit of space as well. And a cupcake? I do want a cupcake. I don't think we can afford all of this. I would like a cupcake. Would like a cupcake, but I don't know how to afford it. Sag. This is a very Sag prismatic orb as well. Okay, something like this. We're buying this too? I guess so.
Oh.
I'm not changing anything else. Our setup is perfect, it's just that that person countered me really hard. What the heck? That's a lot of giraffes. Gives them infinite heat. Unfortunately, I have spikes and a lot of healing. And they have 40% healing reduction? Wait. Oh, because this thing activated, right. It does happen. Assuming that I get, enough regen. I mean, 2.11 seconds. I keep meaning to, like, check what my buffs got up to by the end of it, but it's fine. Alright, now the frog is touching a prismatic wand. But let's do it like this, so that the mana orb is also touching it. No, this happens very rarely. That's not a mana orb one. It's more like that. Although this probably goes up with the food. I guess. I would prefer that this touch multiple now. We've made our broccoli fast though, and that gets us more regen. Maybe that's what we want. That is not the spell we want, but that's a good one. Is it another Dark Frenzy? I'm not sure we have space for it. We could probably, like, put it there, but we can make another Lotus. We don't need it. This is stealing buffs as well. I'd frankly rather steal buffs than I would. Actually, oh, but this one's a spell, right? So that affects this one and this one. Otherwise, I'd probably like this one down here being much faster. This thing is very fast. Kind of. We should be moving the fanny packs up to this one so that it's faster, so we steal more buffs rather than just removing them, right? Kinda like that. I definitely want a cupcake. You can't stop me. Might be something like this. Hold on. Where else do we have fanny packs? I know we got some hiding around here. There's a fanny pack, right? I guess it's fine to put that one on it. I would like that to go there. Sure would be nice. We can at least use it to speed up other things. How do we get it to... This? No, I see. It puts it over on that side. There's no way to get it to hit this wand, really? You have to put it like there, which is impossible. Like there is ideal, but it obviously doesn't work. Because of the Ripper. You do like that. Just trying to think of how we can accomplish that. It's pretty tough. Anyways, I'm buying it. Okay. Perfect. Although we could put it over here now, hold on. With this one, you now put it there. It even makes this happier. And this, right? No, this one. Get 4 stars like this. No matter what we do, right? Doubt. Can we get 4? It made the lotus very fast. To make our cupcake faster. Was not as effective. Okay, so this is gonna go very fast. Give us a lot of mana. And then that should give us a mana orb trigger. Right? I think we're gonna do some interesting things this time. Go. They've got a prismatic sword. And I do have 2 shields, which could be a problem for my stamina. But I do have Dark Lotus, going very fast. There we go. We did it. First survival. Best rank survival. Heal reduction again. Who's doing this to me? Oh, corrupted crystal now. Who is reducing my healing? I don't know what causes that. Lots of flutes. Lots of flutes, I will say. Resistant to stuns, huh? What gave me heal reduction, guys? Every 1.45 seconds. I was stealing 2 buffs. Nice. They're gems, you think? Oh, like gems in shields could do that, maybe? Your healing is increased. 20% chance to resist stuns, 10% chance to resist critical hits. Reduce opponent's healing by 25%. There you go. A regular amethyst does that. Okay, 25% is a lot for just one gem. Anyways, we did it. We've defeated survival mode. We got 42 points. Is it time to customize character? I don't know how to do it though. Open wardrobe, that's how we do it. Okay. Wait, where's the rest of them? There's only one? There's only Sea Goddess? Okay. But this character has all of these. She's new, so she only has one? Not a good enough excuse, I think. Is our Wild Frost crossover? That one is fun. And she has chibi mode. I don't even know how to unlock chibi mode, but most of the chibis are terrifying anyway, so I don't wanna. That one's cute. The elf mode. Must have added that one in 1.0. And it just has a pouch instead of a backpack. How can you go into a backpack battle with just a satchel like that? You like the adventurer? Yeehaw! Her face looks a little weird, I have to say. Her face is a little funny looking. Okay, that's way better looking. What the heck? I think I have to do this one just so that I don't ever have to use this one, guys. Is this one... This one reminds me of, like... bad high schooler imitating anime art. That's what that one reminds me of, okay? And that one actually looks good. She does look derpy, and I appreciate the derpiness. Because she's clearly supposed to be a little bit derpy. Okay. This is just her Indiana Jones outfit? Yeah. I do like the Indiana Jones jacket more than the leather armor. It costs more? What the heck? We have to buy that one just so we don't ever have to use the other one. We have to. How many of those do I even have? How do I know? Shouldn't it tell you somewhere? It's a little bit weird that it doesn't. Also, I'm not a huge fan of her default outfit. Harley Quinn outfit, okay. I hadn't seen this one yet. It's pretty cute. She looks way more like a VTuber. The drill hair I can't do, though. I can't do the drill hair. This one is also cute, though. The mushroom hat is not exactly my thing. But the straight bangs are a bit cute. Okay. We did that one. Yeah. Go full goth. That's also a coffin, but you just changed the pattern on it a little bit. See, it says that I can't buy this, but I don't know how many I have. Also, how do I check? Oh, 140. There it is. It's like not filled in. Makes it look weird. I would check my achievements. It said I got achievements, and I don't know what they are. Did lose 3 times. It's very unfortunate. So this is different from the item booklet now, I guess. I don't know how we check achievements. Like, I didn't get any pop-ups for the achievements either. If I press the Shift tab, the Steam Achievements button, I can see them. Unlock an outfit in the wardrobe? I didn't unlock an entire outfit, just one piece of an outfit. And the fight with 100 buffs, so I did that, huh? Survive as the mage. I suppose that means, like, survival mode? Survive all the way to the end of survival mode? It seems fine though. Craft the Heart of Darkness? I don't know the reference. It loves the shade. Craft a Death Lotus. Can I eat it? Can it eat me? Craft a red orchid color. Don't get the references, and don't. Magical Gal. Craft a prismatic wand. Catch 'em all. Win a fight with items from 4 different classes. I had the rainbow badge, so I did do that. Do not divide by this blade. Craft a null blade. I guess I get it. Don't divide by null. Archmage, win the fight with 8 magic items. King of a kitchen, craft Neg's caliber. Light your anger out, craft dragon's claws. My treasure, buy a treasure item. Untouchable, end a fight with full health. It did do that. Okay. And each of those gave us like 10 of those trophy things, right? Sigh, you weren't seeing any of that on screen. I know.